Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to look at the things you can do to stop allergy due to pollen count, high pollen count. So the thing is, pollen allergy is one of the most common form of allergy. That constant sneezing, that constant wiping your nose and running nose, it can disturb your sleep, it can disturb your work.
Hi, it's me.
It can be such a nuisance.
My allergies are really bad.
People don't realize how bad allergies, especially allergy due to pollen, can be. And so today I'm going to look at 7 things you can do to combat it, because people don't realize there are things they can actually do. Sometimes it's about knowing what to do when you started doing it and how constantly you do it. Let's get into it. Number 1 is avoid walking in a grassy area or in the field, especially when the pollen is high. So you can stop it. You can decide, right, if you check the pollen count for the day and it is very high, you can decide when you can go out to walk in the grass or in the pollen or in the field or go for a walk. That will help you to stop the sneezing. Number 2 is also avoid drying your washing outside when the pollen count is high. You can use tumble dryer, you can dry your clothes in the house. You can send somebody also to go and dry it for you, but going out when the pollen count is high will also mean that all the pollen from the grass or from the flowers will all over. It's not something you can see sometimes. And so when you have them, that sneezing, that constant effect of pollen will be on you. That is such a troubling thing to have. Number 3 is to keep your windows and doors open, whether in the car or at home. Shut your windows, shut the doors, especially when the pollen count is high. That will help to keep the pollen out from your house, and also so you don't get them onto yourself. Number 4 is the thing is that sometimes you can't help it. Maybe you have to go to mow the lawn, maybe you have to go for a walk. But if you have to find yourself in that environment, when you come in, the first thing you need to do is to strip down, wash all your clothes, wash your hair. When you do that, you might not get off most of it, but you have gotten off as many as possible. The last thing you want to do is that if you have gone out to mow the lawn or you have gone out for a walk in a high pollen count, then when you come back, you take the same clothes and hang it and mix it with other clothes. That means that the pollen will stay indoor for a very long time, and that constant sneezing and running nose will be such a nuisance for a long time, because you have gotten in that pollen and it stays with you for a long time. Number 5 is to consider wearing glasses, maybe sunglasses or some glasses that you can wrap around that can help to protect your eye from pollen. That's something, especially if you're the type that constantly have watery eyes or running eyes or red eyes from high pollen count. Maybe you should stop. You can wear sunglasses or wear glasses that you can wrap around your face so that the pollen cannot get into your eyes. Number 6 is also to monitor the pollen count. There are so many ways these days with smart devices. You can actually detect when the pollen count is high. So when it is very high, maybe if you can, because sometimes you can't, if you can, avoid going out until pollen count is low. The final thing, before I go into the final and the most important thing, I'm going to ask, have you subscribed? If you haven't, please do subscribe and do share as well. I'll be so grateful if you can. Now, the final and the most important thing, why do I say it is the most important? This is because in as much as I've mentioned all the other things you can do, the truth is that you can do all those things and still have constant running nose, constant streaming eyes, constant sneezing. And so what do? The key is to take antihistamines.
That'll be $8.49.
This is where I come as a pharmacist. My advice is to take antihistamine tablets and also to use some steroid nasal spray, or you can use both. Now, some people say, oh, but I take antihistamine tablet, it hasn't worked. The question is, at what point did you start? The truth is that if you're the type that suffers from constant pollen allergy, you need to start few weeks, I would say 2 to 3 months before the high pollen count, and take your antihistamine every day judiciously, not when you remember. My advice is to look for the one that is non-drowsy. If you're the type that goes to work or go out for business or something, or that have to go out go out of the house constantly, try a non-drowsy antihistamine tablet. You can take one a day. You can buy them anywhere, and you can take this one every single day. That way you're protecting and preventing and preempting the effect of high pollen count and also allergy due to pollen. My advice also is to consider using steroid nasal spray. They work. You can get them in pharmacies. Steroid nasal spray you can use in your nose, as well as take the steroid tablets. The steroid nasal spray will help you to combat pollen count. So these are the things you need to do. And so if you have to start them before, carry on into, I would say, into early summer to take these tablets, antihistamine tablet, and take the steroid nasal spray, because that way you're preventing yourself suffering. It might not wipe it out completely, but the truth is that if you can take this few months before or into spring and maybe into early summer, if you can do this every single day, the chances are that you're going to keep that sneeze into as little as possible, and the pollen count, no matter how high it is, you will be able to control your allergy. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye.